Good evening. I meant to post a video a lot earlier, but I was just kind of taking the day for myself. I'm painting my nails because they need it. But today's been kind of like a personal inventory day. Just doing some reflecting, and I was reading in 1 Samuel 14, a story about Jonathan and his armor bearer, and it's probably one of my favorite stories in the Bible. And basically it's about Jonathan seeing the enemy, and instead of sitting idle, he went to basically fight them. And his armor bearer went with him, which, if you don't know what an armor bearer is, it's like they would fight alongside the king, and let's say the king jabs someone with the sword, the armor bearer would kind of finish the job and also bear arms, hence armor bearer. And just the armor bearer attitude, he was like, I'm with you in heart and spirit, like, let's do this thing, I am ready to ride with you. And it was just like, I've heard that verse or that story a lot, and like I said, it's one of my absolute favorites. Bruce, get off my laptop, please, sir. But it's just cool, and like, I think every time I hear it, I take something different away from it. Like, today it was just about, going after it and not remaining idle, because if you see that something that needs to be done, do it. And if you see a need, fill a need. As cliche as that sounds, it's like, it's so true. Like, I love that the armor bearer's attitude was like, yeah, let's go do this thing. And it was just the two of them. Like, God gave them victory over the situation, and they wiped out a large group of the enemy just by, being obedient and doing something about it, and not just worrying and sitting in fear. They were proactive, and Jonathan didn't go by himself. He had someone with him who had his back, and I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of those opportunities, that I'm not sitting idle, that I'm doing what I can, and being obedient to God. And that story always gets me. Just how incredible Jonathan is, and is incredible, and him and his relationship with David. They were the best of friends, and they were more than friends. They were like brothers, and Jonathan would do anything for David and vice versa. And the people that I have in my life, like, I want to treat them as Jonathan did to David, giving him the finest of things. And I'm not saying, like, if I had all the money in the world, I for sure would do that for my friends, but just, in the way that I treat them, and you know, spending time with them. And I'm a hermit, and it's not that I'm like a sad person. I just really need alone time, or like, you know, just very small group of people. Usually it's just me, or it's just me and my fiance, and I want to be better at spending time with people. Because, like, the friends that I have in my life, they're super, I'm, like, consider them family. And, you know, sometimes when I am done with work, I'm just too emotionally drained to feel like I have anything to give or to offer to others. I'm like, I just feel so tired emotionally and mentally. But, you know, I want to be like Jonathan. I want to get after things, and I don't want to remain idle. I want to keep going and keep pushing. And so that's kind of what I've been learning. And, you know, having people's backs is important. And yeah, I'm super late. I'm kind of mad at myself that I waited this long. I just been like, I was napping today, and after I was cleaning, and it just felt good not to do anything for once and just hang out with my cat. And it's been a really good, relaxed day, which I needed. I am definitely an introvert and definitely need alone time to recharge my batteries, and sometimes I feel like I need more alone time than other times. This weekend was definitely one of them. Which, it wasn't like a bad week or anything by any means. It was a really good week. It's just busy, and I like to be alone in my safe place, my house, and it's just so peaceful here. Like, other than the crazy kids that live above me and my rowdy neighbors who need to just be quiet a little bit. Like, it's so peaceful. I just love to sit and listen to nothing, and I'll sit in my room sometimes and I'll just listen to my fish tank, my fish aquarium, and the water, like the water filter. Is so like tranquil. And anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah, it's a really good day, and I definitely want to be more of a Jonathan in my personal life. And another thing that bothers me too, I was having a conversation with someone the other day about like praying for people. And, you know, when you like, okay, let's say something, or someone posts something on Facebook that's like, you know, a sad situation or something scary or horrible, and you know, you're always like, oh, you know, sending prayers and stuff. And it's more than just saying that. And that's another thing I was thinking about too with this whole like armor bearer situation. It's more than just saying, oh, I'm praying for you, you know? It's doing it and actually praying for that person. Like, I don't say it unless I'm doing it or going to do it, because prayer is a powerful thing. And it's not like, oh, it's just a well wishes, like, oh, you know, I hope things get better. I mean, I do hope things get better, but I'm not gonna say, and I don't think it's right for people to say, oh, I'm praying for you, and not actually pray. It's like lip service. empty words. And that's another thing I was thinking about, this armor bearer thing, because like he couldn't just say, oh yeah, Jonathan, like I'll be with you in soul and in spirit, and just sit back and not do anything. No, he said that, and there was actions that followed that. And even though it was just the two of them, like he was like, yeah, I'm with you, man, all the way, brother. And I think it's important for believers to do the same and not just say things just to say things because it sounds nice, and or you hope it brings an ounce of comfort to someone. Like, no, say things because you're actually gonna do them, or you actually mean them, like praying. Anyway, that's a little rant, but I'm done. I'm going to bed. My nails are almost dry, so tomorrow's Sunday. Excited to go to church and worship, and so excited for the Vikings to win. Not if, but when. I'm so excited for when they win. Skol Vikings. Have a good night.